Hello, 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 everybody. Happy Monday. My name is Bree. I'm going to be your moderator for the day, and I am joined by the ever so lovely Psychic Marin. Marin, how are you doing today?
Well, thank you, Bree, and thank you, everybody, for joining. This week wraps up the end of my summer vacation, and I'm back to regular life next week, getting ready for back to school and the grind.
Absolutely. Yeah, you were in Huntington Beach like 2 weeks ago, then Oregon. You're all over the place, and I'm
Yeah,
jealous.
I had about a 2.5 week vacation, and I've still been able to work on the line, finding some time here and there. But for those of you that haven't been able to get a hold of me, as of tomorrow, I will be very, very available. So thanks for being
Awesome.
patient with me. Yeah.
Yay, of course. Well, we are here for the next hour or so answering everybody's questions and doing some tarot towards the end of today's live. But before we get started, I do have a couple of ground rules and expectations that I want to set so we can make sure that this live is as efficient as possible. So, rule number one. Please don't ask any questions about health related issues. So, nothing with fertility or COVID or sicknesses like cancer or anything like that. We are not able to answer any questions about law as well. So, no court cases, Social Security, anything like that. But everything else is typically on the table. So, if you want to find out about a potential job or, a person of interest who you have, your eyes set on, that's all on the table and up for grabs. I encourage you guys to be as specific as possible with your questions. Just a little hint, a little tip. I typically like to choose the questions that are as specific as possible. So try to include names, birthdays always help too. And I know that helps Marin connect as well. I have been getting a lot of messages lately about some scammers pretending to be from California Psychics. And I know I say this every single time that I come on live, but I just want to reiterate that this is the only place where California Psychics offers free live readings here on our Facebook, official Facebook, our official YouTube, and every now and then on our Instagram as well. So if somebody reaches out to you and pretends to be from California Psychics and is trying to, make you book a reading with them, I would highly suggest to block them or ignore them just for your safety. This is the only place where we do these free live readings. So I just been getting a lot of those messages, and I just want to make that really clear that we will never reach out to you on social media like that. And then one last little reminder before we start answering some questions. We do have a promo code for all of our new customers that are joining us for the first time. So if you have never used California Psychics before and you want to give it a try, go ahead and go onto our website, either now or after this free live reading. Create an account and use the promo code Marin5. That's 5. And you guys will get $5 automatically added to your account for your first reading. And that reading can be with Marin or it can be with any other one of our hundreds of psychics on our website. So again, if you are new, definitely encourage you to take advantage of that awesome offer. But I think I about covered all of those ground rules. Marin, are you ready to answer some questions?
Absolutely. I am ready. Thank you very much.
Yay. Okay, let's start off with our first question. Let's take a peek at the comments. Let's do Alyssa from YouTube. Her question is, will I find love soon?
Loud and clear, 2 months. And I feel like it's almost 2 months on the dot. And I got an image of somebody that's involved in the construction field or somebody that has a construction company. Specifically, I know this is so minute of a detail, but I got a door, like door manufacturing, or could be like a woodworker or construction hinges door. But that's the person that I'm seeing 2 months from now. And I actually see it being a pretty serious relationship, but the progression of how it starts is a little bit slow. So that schedule or back and forth, slow starts, but then December, pretty solid by December. So yeah, that's right around the corner for you.
Wow. I know. I cannot believe that it's already August. Today's August 1st. December is
I
4 months away. What the
Yeah,
heck? What is
Yes.
happening? Okay, let's get ourselves another question. Shelly, also from YouTube, she says, Psychic Marin, your readings are great. Can you see what's in store for my finances? I'm working on releasing a novel. Will it be a top 10 or top 100 bestseller? And that is
Um,
from Shelly.
okay. Gosh, I was trying to see the genre. I was trying to see what this subject was. Um, 2, 3, 4. I'm already into the beginning of next year. What I'm seeing, and I know that this is kind of a unique form, so we don't have a lot of opportunity to go back and forth with questions and answers unlike a phone reading. But what they're showing me is that there's a marketing plan that's not in place to really launch this. And when I see the end of January, that's when you're taking this places. So right now, it's kind of sleepy. I don't see that there's a lot of attention other than what you're doing. And so if that matches what you're already aware of, then great, because they're showing me end of January, that's when there's a new marketing plan. I feel like this spring coming up, you're actually doing some more tours. You're going to be doing a little bit more visibility, a lot of podcasts. And I don't want you to miss those opportunities because I just feel like you're wanting bigger or television or radio opportunities, and I see this starting out a little bit smaller, but those podcasts and just verbal interviews are really going to get this out and visible. So I feel like by February you're getting that top 100. Yes, but I feel like that's going to take you almost 2 years. So despite all these marketing efforts right now, I'm wondering if this is your first publication, because I feel like this is what they're showing me is that this is typical, or this is pretty common for this to take a little bit. But I don't want to discourage you for the remainder of the year, but just know that February is when this really kicks off.
Ooh, that is exciting. Shelly, keep us updated and let us know the title of your book because I would love to read it and
Yeah.
check it out.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go on over to Facebook. I have one from Martha. Hi, Marin, you look beautiful. I want to know if things for me and my new business will work out. We are so involved. We are also involved romantically as well. Business will open maybe in a few months.
Okay. I'm kind of surprised by your question, because the minute I started to connect with you, I was brought upwards to an older gentleman. And I feel like this person's more so connected to the partner in this relationship and business plan. But they're showing me this is not something that you're doing on your own, meaning that there's more of this spirit led support. So if you've been feeling like you've got this assistance from the spirit world, you definitely do, but it's an older gentleman. I'm guessing probably grandfather, just because of the age. And it feels like somebody that might have passed a little bit sooner or was aware of these plans. But they're showing me that you are being divinely led, which is fantastic. I would continue to nurture that relationship if that's something you haven't done already. I do see this being a success. I forget, Bree, what was the first question? Was there a specific question about the relationship? Because I immediately was connecting with him and kind of took this more to the business. Was there a romantic question that I missed?
Yeah, so it sounds like they are opening up a new business together, and they're also dating romantically or together romantically.
I see the partnership, both romantic and business, continuing to grow. And fortunately for you, I'm not seeing a lot of ongoing bickering and tension. You know, sometimes it's really hard. You've got a fantastic relationship, and then you take things to another level when you open a business together that can be really challenging. That's not going to be the case for you. So that's fantastic news. And anytime that there's any little hurdles or confusion or what should I do, don't forget to ask that gentleman that's up there that's giving you advice. But I do see this growing, and I feel like it's not going to feel like the relationship suffering at all, because you are just so invested in doing this together. So I actually feel like it's pretty smooth sailing. Wild couple months towards the very end of the year, but I feel like this is absolutely a success, both relationship and business. So
Oh,
good job.
yay. That is
Yeah.
awesome. And I just saw her
Barbara.
comment. She said, "Thank you, my grandfather." So that's who you were probably
Oh,
connecting with.
good. Okay.
Mhm.
What is his, if she does respond, I was curious what his name was so I could I'm trying to see if I could validate that. But
Yeah. Martha,
let's
can you let us know his name? I know you're commenting a lot. So if I see it, I'll put it on. Okay, wait, here it is. Waldemar.
Oh, okay. Okay. I wasn't able to get that. Sometimes I get names, sometimes I don't. And so obviously if I got a name, I would have shared that with you to validate, but I wasn't getting a name.
Hmm.
He's gosh, I don't know the name of the actor, but that actor that was in the movie Big Fish that's kind of got little rounder cheeks, kind of pudgier, just sweethearts, like very strong, stout energy, but he's got these little round Santa Claus cheeks. So
Aw.
he's actually to if I am you, I know this is like a mirrored version, but he's to my right. So as I'm
Mm.
seeing you and your partner, because he's really hovering around your partner, that's it,
Mm.
he's to the right side. So I don't know if that means anything, if you want to build that relationship and connect even more, because he's got your back on this.
Mm. That's fun. That's really
Yeah.
fun. Okay, let's find another question. I see we have about 85 people watching right now. A lot of new faces in the chat today, which I'm excited about. Welcome in, everybody. Go ahead and give us some hearts, give us some thumbs up, share if you feel so inclined. We would appreciate it very much. And it lets us keep coming back here Monday after Monday and hanging out with you guys. Okay, let's see. Let's see what question calls out to me.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Let's do this one. Patty from Facebook. Hi, thank you for doing this. My question is, will my financial situation improve anytime soon? I am helping my son in college and need all the help I can get. Thank you in advance. And that is from Patty.
You know, Patty, I think that the combination of this forecasted recession, your income that seems to be pretty fixed, not minimal, but just pretty fixed. You've got to work within that budget. I actually see that it's going to be pretty tight for roughly 2 more years, maybe 2 years and 2 months if I want to get real specific. Um, I I do feel like it's because of all the expenses while you've got the college additional expenses that you're helping pay for, and that it's going to take about 2 more years before they are a little bit more independent. Your financial situation starts to alleviate. So the good news is I don't see anything getting worse, but I don't see a lot changing. I don't see big career changes. So it's pretty steady. You've got to stay within that budget. And I do see increased like credit cards or debts, and this starting to get a little out of your comfort zone, but I do see you being okay. And then in about 2 years and 2 months, that's when you start really eating up that debt and feeling like you're back on track. So it's gonna be tight, gonna be a little bit of a pinch, but nothing where you're going upside down.
That's good to hear. It's really good
Yeah.
to hear. Okay, let's pull up another question. There are a ton of questions today. Okay, let's do Valerie from Facebook. Any career or work messages for me?
Okay, I'm going forward. Give me just a time. I'm trying to calculate timeline.
Absolutely.
um Late September. Um, it feels like there's some personality conflicts with where you work. And I keep seeing this back and forth emotion within you of do I stay? Do I go? Do I deal with this? Do I not? By the end of September, you're feeling like I can't get out of here quicker. I want something different. And so rather than waiting 2 more months to have that feeling, I'd start planting that little seed to look now, because I find that you're going to be in a little bit more of a tight spot late September, really wanting to be elsewhere. Um, I I feel like it's a female, but it looks like even something that's a little backstabby, or somebody that's trying to steal your work or trying to take credit for things, and it feels like there's this tension that's just going to get worse and worse and worse. So I don't feel like it's a really good fit, but I also feel like for financial reasons you are starting to pursue other options. So I would rather encourage you to do that now than wait and feel that struggle. I don't see anything specifically with the career field that you're in. So I was trying to help validate what you're doing. I just get very like multi-million dollar company, very large company, or more corporation, the direction that you're going. And it looks like it's going to be late November. So I'd rather bump that to something sooner than have you stuck for a couple months wanting to make that transition for financial reasons and the personality conflict. I think I
Mm,
answered that thing.
yeah, you definitely
Okay.
did. And again, like I mentioned just before this, we are getting a ton of questions. So I don't know if we're able to get to everybody today. So Marin, do you want to just remind the audience of your hours for the next couple days, just in case we're not able to answer somebody and they want to get some more insight?
Sure, yeah. So I believe my appointment slots tonight is pretty full. Tomorrow, the remainder of the week, I basically have afternoon and evening slots every day, and then Sunday I've got a full day of like I think 8 hours. So I'm pretty available the remainder of this week. Tonight's just going to be tricky.
Awesome. Okay. So you guys heard her. If you have any follow-up questions or your question doesn't get answered today, the next couple of days, she will be free. Okay. Let's get us another question. One from Ashley from Facebook. She said, "Missed you, Marin. Waiting to know, will anything good come towards me from now until December? Also, do you see my candle business being successful? Thank you." And really quick, Marin, I just want to remind everybody watching, Marin does go live on our Instagram every Thursday at 10 a.m. PST. So if you miss Marin on the Facebook and YouTube lives, because I know she does this about once a month, she is on our Instagram quite often. So be sure to follow us there, and you guys will be able to see the next time she goes live.
Yeah.
But that question is from Ashley over on Facebook.
So I first of all, I love what you are doing, because there's so much artistry in this, but it looks like you're obviously you're starting off a little smaller, but I see this going huge right after December. And then I get this lull of you feeling like, oh my gosh, I grew so fast. And I have all this inventory and nothing's really selling. And I think that's just the holiday recovery period. When I'm looking at April, May next year, moving forward through those months, then it's just 100 miles an hour. So this is going to do very well. Before I heard Bree read the question about candles, I was thinking, what is she doing? What is she doing? Because all of a sudden I get this influx of money when I see the very end of October into November. So the timing in this is perfect, but you have so many varieties. And the one thing I see you choosing to do by next summer is really paring this down into a couple more signature styles and pieces that you're really known for, rather than having so many options. And I think that's even going to make it easier for you to replenish and inventory and sales. And almost everything I'm seeing is a lot of online stuff, and like platforms. I guess I can say like Etsy type of platforms, or things
Mhm.
where you're, and I don't want you underestimating the potential with those platforms, because I see you kind of getting known for something. You must have like a real unique little niche, and there's like gems and very beautiful. So you are going to be known for kind of that less is more signature style.
Awesome. 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 Well, good luck, Ashley. Keep us updated on your candle business.
And I get a lot of lavender and gray. I'm curious if your logo is like a grayish lavender color, or if you're trying to do a rebranding, or if something's changing with that, because the image and the logo, that is also going to be something that's reborn or fine-tuned. I feel like something's not quite right, or you're not going to be happy with that in color. So I keep getting lavender and gray, if that was another question in the back of your mind that helps you.
Absolutely. I love that color.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The lavender. Okay. Let's get another question going from the birthday girl, Mirna. Hello, Marin. It's my birthday today. Can I please get a love reading? I've been dating a man named Jesus. How do you see our relationship going?
It looks like there's been, and will continue, more so will continue to be some distance. So if he's been gone or away, or if there's been kind of misconnections, I see that. But then by the end of September, end of August, early September, it's really strong again. I feel like he's just kind of absent-minded, not really prioritizing the relationship as much. And I do feel like the birthday, there's some attention, but the end of August is when this relationship feels like it's really gushy. I feel like, are your birthday plans postponed, or is it something that's happening the following week? But I do see him making that effort, and I do feel like this is actually going to be a pretty long-term relationship, transitioning to, hold on, I think it's going to be August next year. I feel like there's proposals. So this is long-term relationship, and he's got a plan. There's a female, I'm thinking that it's his sister, that looks like somebody that's masterminding this or helping plan this, because there's an engagement on the horizon next summer. But this looks good.
Yay. I always love to hear that. That's exciting. Okay. Let's see. Stephanie, you over on YouTube. Hi, Psychic Marin and Bree. Are there any messages from my deceased friend, Josephine?
Josephine. Give me one moment, because I was wondering if it was she instantly, I got this image of a little tiny, like almost like a little Fiat or a little tiny car, and I was wondering if there was an accident or if something happened, because I just got this car, and sometimes that is the reason for the passing. But she's like waving. Still hasn't fully ascended, so there is this opportunity to connect. But she's just she's kind of got this bird's eye view, and she's just waving, and it's more of a friendliness. But she's not a soul that's going to really be around long. I feel like that is going to eventually ascend. Probably timeline wise, that's kind of faint. I feel like it's maybe the beginning of next year. But I suspect that you probably don't have like a real intense connection with her, really feel her around, because this is a soul that's just got things on the horizon. Specific messages. I'm curious if there was a plan to return to school, or I'm even wondering if this was a college buddy or somebody that you went to school with, because I keep getting like this message about returning to school, or she's encouraging going back to school. So if that, I'd love to hear if that was something that you could validate, because I do get this message about returning to school. If you're on the fence about going back, or you are trying to get an additional degree or some sort of credentials or training, she's trying to encourage that. But then there's also kind of this like, all right, have a great life, bye-bye, but very positive feeling.
Oh, that's beautiful. I'm looking out for her comments to see for any confirmation, and I will keep doing so as we move on to the next question. Keep on tapping that screen, guys. Give us some likes and some hearts. We appreciate it oh so much. Okay. Let's do Ty, because I know he's been in here for a while. Pick me. Well, Georgia, August 5th. 1987, and I, January 12th, 1991, be in a committed relationship. When will she contact me?
Um, mm, Boy, this is a stubborn situation. Um, Man, it's this is a rough one. We've been on such a roll with great questions, and I hate to be a downer, but I feel like there's little bits. I mean, I'm looking between now and December, and it
Mm.
looks like maybe 4 or 5 bits of opportunities for communication. December is when I see a lot of back-to-back consistency occurring. I'm wondering if you guys are further away or if she's not around you, because it just doesn't look like she's really making herself available for a relationship. I think that there's a boundary, and so when I was starting to connect with her, it feels like there's either some hurt feelings or there's a boundary, or I don't really want a relationship. Um, I don't see anybody else around her. So I feel like it's just more of the state of mind that she's in right now. Not a lot of potential on this one. So I don't want to disappoint you, but I feel like this is a situation where you could be waiting months, if not a year, for her just to change her mindset. So
Mm.
it's I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, let me find us another question. Okay. Deborah from Facebook. Marin, please, I never get chosen. Now you So now you can't say that. You've been chosen, Deborah. I am so confused. What is going on with Michael? He'll text me out of the blue. Then I didn't respond. Then text me further into his treatment. He'll reach out to me as a very, very special woman and say hello. He broke up with me 6 months ago and is now with his ex. So it sounds like there's some confusion around Michael.
There's confusion around Michael, but what's happening is that he's got a male like best friend buddy, and I swear this guy does not make any decisions without consulting his friend first. And so I keep seeing him talking to his friend, trying to get that support. What do I do? It just feels like this broken record. The reconciliation, or this, I guess I could say, attempted reconciliation with the ex, that feels like something that she's really pushed, that she's like literally shown up and kind of made her way back into his life, and he's just allowing it to happen. So if you were to ask him about the relationship, or is it serious, do you love this person, he would say no. From her point of view, he thinks that there's really a potential, and he's just letting her do what she wants without him really putting much energy into it. I think a lot of this back and forth and back and forth is him talking to you and then going and consulting with his friend to try figuring out how he should approach this. He's very nervous, and I think he views you as somebody that like, do I really want my independence? Do I want my freedom? Or am I ready for a relationship where that bar is really high and that standard and expectation is going to put me out of my comfort zone? So his hurdles and issues aren't about you. It's about the lifestyle change necessary to be in a relationship with you and to respect you and to prioritize you, and to have to really change his life so he's not so independent. So it's all of those things. And I think it's important for you to know, because it's not anything you've done. It's not anything you could change. I'm sure you're beating your head against the wall, wondering, like, what is it? Why is he giving her this time, but not me? He values you, he respects you, and he doesn't want to start something if he can't see it through. So his hesitation is almost like this is his way of trying to keep this still as an option. I know it doesn't feel very good, but I think he's working his way towards the confidence and wanting to change his life in order to be in this relationship. You're going to start to get a little bit closer in November, December, January, February. He really disappears again. And then about late April, I want to say late April is, and I know I just got your response of but it's late April when he's serious. So I'd let it air out right now. I'd let him have at it with this other person and with his buddy and just keep it very distant for now. But late April's when it starts to get real.
Late April. Okay, dokie. Like I mentioned a little bit earlier, I am seeing a ton of new faces in the chat and in the comments. So I just want to reiterate that we do have a promo code for all of you that are new to California Psychics and want to give it a try. I put it down right there, but there is a promo code. It's Marin, Marin 5. And if you guys go ahead and go on over to the California Psychics website or the app, you guys can create an account and enter in that promo code, and you guys will get $5 automatically added to your account to go towards your first reading. If you have any questions about that, just let us know in the chat and I'll do my best to answer. But we got about 25 more minutes, and I know we want to do some tarot still. So let's try to get another question up. Okay. Hi, I'm Sydney. I am feeling very unfulfilled in my relationship with my children's father, Brent. I am a stay-at-home mom and I do not want to give that up, but I am really considering it. I've also had an old love, Matt, re-enter my life. What should I do? Thanks for your time.
Wow, this is a doozy. I appreciate you reaching out, even though I know we don't know one another. I think that the best, most important advice I could give you is don't throw away this relationship that you have. I really don't see this other person that you've got this childhood sweetheart energy with. I'm sure it's this spark. I'm sure it's something that you are haunted by and thinking about and what could happen. But you're a loyal person. You've got a fantastic relationship that's so stagnant that it's almost boring, but there's so much potential. I mean, I feel like if you even put a couple hours additional every week into this relationship, it would be magical. It would feel like fireworks between the two of you. And so I really, really want to discourage that shift of energy to the old sweetheart, because I don't see it being real. I don't see it being sustainable. I also don't feel that he's being 100% honest with his instability and changes in his life, and a lot of half-baked ideas of what he's thinking he wants to do, and unfulfilled changes and loose ends in his other prior relationship. And so I just feel like this is a rat's nest on so many levels. Your unfulfillment is just coming from the boredom and the monotony, and you are so creative. I'm not sure why you're not utilizing some of those more creative artistic abilities to do something on the side. I feel like the work, the stay at home situation has just produced this hamster wheel of the same thing over and over again, and it's just dumbing your soul down, and that energy is so dumbed down that if you just had a new creative endeavor, a new idea, new activities, getting you out of the house more, you're going to start to light up and put a little bit more of that energy and effort into the romantic aspect of your relationship. And I just see your whole life changing. So I know it may feel overwhelming and not knowing what to pick or what to start. But the last thing I would do is make a decision that you would regret, jeopardizing your relationship for this person that's kind of just bounced back into your life, that really is unreliable with what they're telling you right now. They've got too much going on. You can't trust what they're saying. They're not lying to you. They just think that their life is going to go a certain way, and it's not. And I think that you can't put any eggs in that basket, because you really need to find something more for you. And you'll see that energy and instability in that person's life if you just give it a little bit more time. And I feel like that starts to fade by the end of this year. So don't risk the relationship that you're in. It's not worth it.
That's really good advice. And I just saw her comment. She said, thank you. So
You're welcome.
okay. I know Brooke has been asking this question a lot, so I want to make sure we answer hers. Hello, I'm Brooke. Please, I need to know, what am I to look forward to as I enter my 30s? Because I feel like I should be doing more in my life.
And I feel like a lot of that's coming from unfulfillment in the relationship. And I wasn't looking at this specifically from the point of view of kids and family, but that's what it feels like. I'm wondering if that's something you're aware of, or if that's something that's like, is your biological clock ticking? Is that something that you're feeling? But I feel like it's the relationship and family, and that you want that picket fence, you want that stability. Um, I there two 32 two more. You still got about 2 more years before I see you feeling like it's it's there. It's the life I've envisioned. This is finally here. I don't want to disappoint you, but it does feel like this is still a work in progress. And I do see that family and stability and everything that you're looking for, but you've got 2 more years before you've got that soul fulfillment. You went through a really big change. Hold on one second. 29, maybe 2.5 years ago, almost 3 years ago. It feels like your life went through just a major change. Now all the dust has settled. So this was like right before pandemic. Now all the dust is settled, and now you're just kind of bored, or now what? And so I understand where the question's coming from, but you've got 2 more years before you really feel that fulfillment.
Hmm. Okie dokie. We have another question from Ashley on Facebook as well. Any messages from my father, Charles? He passed away in 2018.
Okay, give me one minute. Um, I'm trying to look at. He was showing me this house. It's kind of he's taking me down this path, and he's showing me a house, and I'm not sure if he built his house, or if there was something really sentimental about his house, or there was disputes or arguments or family issues surrounding a home. But it just feels like there's a sadness, like that there were uh, issues pertaining to assets, and specifically that home. And it just makes him feel there's just a sadness, there's a disappointment, or he didn't like how something was handled, or did you guys sell the home, or get rid of this? But he's trying to intervene, or he wanted the home to stay in the family, or wants that to be something that is kind of this legacy. So there was a real strong attachment to a home. um, if you were to say that he was a contractor, or if he built his home, or something like that, that would make sense, because he's emphasizing how much work was put into this and what he did. And then it just felt like a whirlwind of so many people coming in and trying to make plans. And he feels like this is supposed to go to this woman. Like this is supposed to be hers. So there's a little bit of like a huff, like a little bit of a stress. um I do feel like this is a soul that's going to be around for a while. There's just too much family bickering, and he doesn't feel at peace. So man, that's a bummer. I wish that that wasn't the reading today, but I hope that that makes sense for you, and you can reiterate that to the family members that care, because he's not very pleased right now.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, let me try to find another question. We are getting a ton of questions today. It's hard to keep up. Okay, another Deborah. I know we just did a Deborah. This is another Deborah. Howdy, ladies. When will I be with my life partner? Is it Ray? February 22nd, 1963.
um I want to know if Ray has a motorcycle, like a Harley type of motorcycle. I got an image of this man, and he's very, very timid around commitment, because he wants that independence. And I actually get an image of two houses, and so that is if I hope this is him. Could you validate this if you're still watching? But what they're showing me is he's got two houses, or you will have two houses together. And I feel like he goes back and forth between two states. Like, I'm wondering if it's Florida, Texas, because I'm getting that whole region. And I feel like at some point there'll be conversations around this, and he needs his downtime. He needs that independence. So if there's this merging of your lives, or he's planning on moving, or excuse me, planning on maintaining this home so he can go back and forth and live between the two homes, that's the secret sauce for your happily ever after, because he's going to need that open road downtime. I hope that it's him, because I wasn't getting his name, but they're showing me that it's going to take you almost 2 more years, and then I see marriage, and that's something that has been off the table. That's been something that is not on his mind, or he is like terrified about, but that is going to shift, and that freedom to come and go is going to make this perfect. So a little bit more hands off, and you'll be much happier in the relationship.
Yeah, and I think that was him, because she did comment and say she does live in Texas and he lives in Idaho.
And Idaho. Okay, but what's
Mhm.
the connection to Florida? Because I'm wondering if there's a home in Florida, or has there been any talk recently about something in Florida? Because I feel like there in 2 years is when I'm getting the marriage, or it's like an eloping planning all within a couple months of each other. And so there is going to be something that eventually goes from Texas to Florida, Texas to Florida.
She said he was in a long-term bad marriage, so that makes sense. Wow.
Well, he will be willing to get married again, but I wouldn't
Mhm.
even mention this. The last thing you want to do is scare him off when he's at fierce independence. But eventually, yes, the more he sees that this is his lifestyle and this is his routine, and I think that that Texas to, I believe you said Idaho, Texas to Idaho is
Mhm.
going to shift from Texas to Florida, and that need to be on the road is what I see that feeds his soul. And if you
Wow.
don't take that personally, and you understand his need for that independence, it will start to work. The relationship will start to feel closer and closer, because he doesn't feel like he's disappointing you all the time by needing to come and go and come and go.
Mm, great reading. Okay, well, we are about at that 45-minute mark, so I think we can kind of pivot over to tarot. So everybody, if you want a free one card tarot pool, just let us know whether you want a card about love, or just your future, or a career card, or anything. Just let us know and we will do some tarot pulls for the next 15 minutes.
And
Um,
for people that have to be very discreet, that don't know if somebody's watching, and you just want to say, "Can I have a card, please?" That is very simple to do.
Absolutely. That's a fantastic point. Okay, let's give, where did that just go? I just saw one. Oh, here he is. Dale from Facebook. A relationship card, a love card.
Deal. Jill got the Six of Cups, and I love this card. This is something that, if you were to look this up, I always give the definition, or the title of the card, so you can look it up. California Psychics has a very extensive blog that has all the cards. The Six of Cups is about a soul connection. This is the nostalgia of a friendship. This is like that warm, fuzzy feeling. So when you meet somebody, you just feel like, gosh, I know you, like we've had a life together before. So it's that deep friendship, more so than that lust and hot and heavy passion. I mean, I'm sure there is that as well, but what's more significant about this is the message behind it being that depth of that soul connection. So this is a great card. Yes, I'm sure there's still passion, so I don't want to worry you about that element. But what the message really is that there's a soul connection that's going to create the longevity in this relationship.
Hmm. Okay. Let us find another one. So many. The comments are going so fast. Okay, let's see if Tarot can help with this. Yes or no? Will I pass my college acceptance test and be accepted to medical school?
Oh, this is a thumbs down, and it doesn't get much clearer than that, but I feel like it's going to happen later. I don't feel like you're giving up after this, but it feels like it's not this try, not in this attempt. So this is the Ace of Wands reversed. And not only do we get yes or no's in the tarot based on the reversals, but this is a pretty clear message that the thumbs down means no. So don't give up. The
Mhm.
fire in this suit of wands and passion shows that drive, but I just think that the studying, the intellect, it's not not quite enough yet. So
Mhm.
next time, I feel like they're showing me that it's almost 6 more months before you find out. And I don't want to discourage you from pursuing this because I do feel like
Mhm.
it's your
Mhm.
path, but I feel like it's miss this chance, and you've got another opportunity 6 months from now.
Mhm. Okay. Um, Octavia. Hi, Octavia. I know you're a regular. Octavia would like a love card.
Hey, Octavia, give me. Oh, justice. So you got the justice card, and the justice is that you're seeking or want, or if you're experiencing any issues within the relationship, you want them to become fair. You want that restoration of a very fair, balanced relationship. So the card of the message in the card justice is showing you that you don't want games, you don't want to be betrayed, you're not taken advantage of. It's a very fair, loyal relationship. Sometimes the card of justice comes up because there are legal matters, even though we aren't allowed to talk about legal matters today. The
Mhm.
justice card could indicate that this person's going through a divorce or they've got a legal issue. So when you reached out today asking for a card, if you had a question specifically in the back of your mind, like, gosh, why is he so unavailable? Well, then the message would be, is there a legal matter, legal situation going on? But if interpreted very simply, it's things need to be fair, things need to be balanced within this relationship for you to be happy.
Okay, let's see. Rapid fire. Marianne. Hi, Marin. Love card, please.
Mary Ann, okay, Mary Ann, you've got the Ace of Pentacles, which is showing like new opportunities. There's a new relationship opportunity. Yeah, she did say love. I was going to say, did she say love? Because I'm getting love, but they're showing there's a new
Yes.
relationship opportunity. The ace meaning one is this, and numerologically is the start of new beginnings. And this is saying it's going to be a grounded opportunity, something that really grounds you and balances you, and a go for it. Like it's right in the palm of your hands if you want to pursue something that's a little bit more stable.
Got it. Marin, can you see me okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yep, I can see
Okay.
you.
I keep getting notifications that my Wi-Fi is being a little slow. So there's a
Oh,
little lag on my end, but I just wanted to make sure it's
the
okay.
audio sometimes is a little glitchy, but and you clicked out once visually, but otherwise you've been
Mhm.
fine the rest of the time.
Okay, good. Good to know. Um, let's see. Um, a card about Vicky's future.
Vicky's future, Vicky's future. Vicky. Gosh, moon reversed, which means you got to pay attention to more of that intuitive side to get your messages and to steer. So instead of sitting idle waiting for life to happen, the message in this is saying what are the intuitive messages? Pay attention to those dreams. Maybe it's something that you want to do on a regular basis, like dream journaling, to actually steer the direction of your future. But unlike in an upright position, it would be more of a, you really, really, really need to pay attention to these dreams and messages. What it's showing is that you're not paying attention to those dreams and messages. So perhaps now's the time to expand your spiritual development.
Got it. Okay. Um, Teddy, you never call me. Now I have. Let's get a general card for Teddy.
Teddy, okay, Teddy, you got the King of Wands, which is kind of sweet. This is a very passion driven energy, very masculine energy, and so this is kind of a go for it. I was even wondering if you had a question, or if this is more of just a representation of who you are, this fiery person that's filled with a lot of passion but has a real masculine edge. So you got the King of Wands today, and you can always go onto the blog and look that up.
If he wanted a love card, how would that card translate into love?
Well, how it would translate into love is that you have a very, very, or you either have or need a partnership that is going to be like knock your socks off type of passion. You need that level of passion rather than the other suits in the tarot that would represent more intellect or more of that emotional connection. This is like, whew, you want that hot and heavy bedroom connection, and you're looking for that in a relationship, or that's missing in your current situation. So that's, I sorry, I put the card back in my deck already, but it was the King of Wands if you wanted to look that up.
Got it. And just as a reminder, everybody, we do Tarot Thursdays, most Thursdays every single week with Marin on Instagram Live at 10 a.m. PST. So if you want to come hang out with us on Thursday, me and Marin will be there. And the whole 45 minutes is just tarot. So it's really fun, and we definitely encourage you guys to come and hang out with us. Okay, let's try to do a couple more. Hey y'all, can I have a card reading, please, from Brandy? So let's just do a general for Brandy.
Brandy. Oh, I turned that. Brandy got the 9 of Swords, which is somebody that is contemplating, do I stay or go? If you look up close, there's a little castle in the back, and they have basically fled their home, or somebody that's kind of run away from a situation, and you got so far and then you stopped, and you're not seeing the situation clear. You've got this blindfold on, you don't know, do I stay, do I go, what am I doing? So this is a complicated energy. The 9 of Swords shows that you're just trying to leave a situation that you can't quite break free of. And I'm sure that this is in the context of relationship for you, but if you get the blindfold off, if you can see the situation, if you can really understand and make sense out of what's going on, it's going to allow you to make that decision. Do you stay or go? But right now you're kind of trapped.
And I believe Brandy is a regular too, because I recognize your name, Brandy. So thanks for hanging out with us. Okay. Tanya from YouTube. Love card, please. Will I find love soon?
Gosh, hold on. They sometimes jump out at me. This is the Hanged Man, and the Hanged Man is so stuck. Unfortunately, I don't feel like December. It's very into December is when I see you meeting somebody, and it feels like it's a mutual friend introduction. And for between now and then, you're kind of stagnant, kind of complacent. I don't feel like there's going to be a lot of change in the next few months of your life, and then this is going to be just an out of the blue situation in late December. So for now, you've got the Hanged Man.
The Hanged Man. And December is not too far away. Okay.
No, but this is
Okie dokie. Well, we are about at the end. I think my Wi-Fi is going in and out. Did I cut you off on accident?
it's okay, but you're good. You're good. I can hear you now.
Okay, okay, my bad. My Wi-Fi is so bad right now. I apologize, everybody. But I think that is about it for today. We have just reached 4 o'clock Pacific time. So really quick before we hop off for the day, I just want to have Marin remind everybody of your hours for the next couple of days, what your schedule's looking like, so people can come and book a reading with you if they need to.
So tonight's pretty booked, but the remainder of this week I have afternoon and evening hours. So I've got like 2 hours and 2 hours, or 4 hours and 2 hours. I've got a lot of options for afternoon and evenings, and then all day long Sunday. So if you were unable to get your question read tonight, you are welcome to book an appointment. And that way you don't have to wait in my queue, because sometimes after we do these lives, you'll see 10 people in the queue, and that can be discouraging, but it doesn't need to be, because you can call customer service. They'll book an appointment on the hour, and then you'll get a call from me at that time. So if I wasn't able to get to all of your questions, like Bree said, I will be back on Thursdays doing tarot pulls, and hope to see everybody that didn't get their question answered or did come back and join us on Thursday.
Yes, absolutely. I was just going to say that as well. We will be live on Thursday doing tarot pulls with Marin and myself. Again, that's only on our Instagram. And we will also be live again on Facebook and YouTube next Monday, August 8th, same time, same place. And we will be going live with Psychic Kerrigan. So we hope to see y'all there. I am going to throw up Marin's promo code one last time for all of our new people that are hanging out with us today. If you are new to California Psychics and you want to make an account, you want to give it a try, you want to have a reading with Marin or any one of our other awesome psychics, go ahead, download the app, create an account, go onto our website. Oh, I think I lost Marin. And use the promo code Marin5, and you guys will get $5 automatically added to your account for your first reading. Again, I really encourage you guys to use that offer. It's a great offer. And with some of our other introductory packages, $5 can go a long way. So definitely encourage you guys to take advantage of that. But without any further ado, I think that is it for today. Marin, thank you so much for taking time out of your day.
Yes.
I know.
For tuning in.
Yes. And again, I'm so sorry about my Wi-Fi, y'all. It is going in and out over here. So if there's a lag, I apologize. But we will see you guys on Thursday when we go live with Marin on our Instagram. So until then, everybody take care, and we will see y'all soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.